is Dr. DDB, your Elite MD. Winners win. We are winning. Listen, I know it's time for this residency talk, but can I start with this? Don't ever stop giving your best. Maybe the person doesn't look like you. Maybe some other human being has said that their life isn't as valuable as theirs. Whatever the case may be of other people standing in front of you, I want you to look past them and see whoever it is that you're taking care of, whoever it is that you're loving, whoever you are standing beside. And if that person is telling you that the person that you are focused on is not valuable, not worthy, doesn't deserve going over and above, you look past them and you do what's best for the other person. In healthcare, we have to do that a lot. Some people may not agree with the test I'm requesting. Others may not agree with the management. But if I keep the patient at the heart of the matter, I will always win, time and time again. Time and time again, okay? Remember, people are the prize. People are the prize. Couldn't do my job without them. Okay, let me hold this camera right because I'm not even on my regular camera. But listen, let's talk about residency real quick. This will not be a long video. Residency sucked. One, it was the most beautiful acceptance of my life. This is back, y'all, when we was doing in-face interviews and was going and they threw a party, like they had a party and everything else. But when I got to my residency program and interview, it felt like home. So when I got the you go in there, oh man, I prayed for like my team and I was so excited, like I'm gonna work with people and we're gonna do kumbayas together and we're gonna party and play and work and everything and we're gonna be besties, you know what I mean? Like these people you are gonna do residency with, listen, for a lifetime. We're gonna be talking about these stories. It was not that way. You wanna know why? COVID started out my residency program in July of 2020. So when I walked in, everybody's masked up and high alert is what I can say is what you felt through the room. It was no more of that homey, loving atmosphere because people were on high alert. There's a lot of social distancing, a lot of separation. So it just changed like the overall initial experience. Welcome, lovely. Don't get me wrong. My intern year, I don't know, like senioritis kind of things. And I know everybody can talk about this stuff, but I was like, golly, this how we rocking. But then also, you got to take your exam during your, the end of your first year. And because of COVID, y'all, we was rocking, like we was working hard. So the anxiousness of this exam and just moving through and kind of understanding what residency entailed, I mean, it just was pressure. Like you was in a crock pot or a pressure cooker and you had better perform and come out like the best roast ever. And I got roasted. You know what I'm saying? People are questioning your skills, questioning your understanding, questioning your knowledge over all the years. Everything is like perform. So it puts a damper on your heart a little bit. Intern, your second year, there was just a lot of transition from, leadership, the people that, was your original attendees. I was assistant chief. That came with a lot of responsibility, but also you hear things from behind the scene that kind of startle you. Like, how can I help this person? How do I stay out of the way for that person? Probably don't need to be talking to them because they ain't rocking on a positive note. Whatever the case may be, it was this shift. Then at the end of second year, I remember getting COVID, could not breathe. And then a month later found out I was pregnant, only within 40 hours to find out it was an ectopic. And then having to take a 30-day sabbatical. And in residency, when one person drop off, I think it's like the detriment of the team. So it's almost like, I hate you, feel bad for you, but you need to get back to work as soon as possible. There's no grace, no nothing, but you need to get back to work. There was other people that was not like that, but most of the part, like, you got to pull your weight. So I'm back in dealing with grief, dealing with your body changes and all these things. And there was all of these like situations where you was like, this can't be on the moral compass of being right. Like, can you check yourself? Let me go back and figure out what's going on. And you try to help some of those people, like, whether or not your name is being slaughtered across the hospital and you're being called outside of your name, whether or not you're, having medical issues and they're calling you, inadequate, whatever the case was, it just was not pretty. But then when you step into third year and you're graduating, the expectation is that you would teach those below you, first and second years. And sometimes they don't want to be taught. They like, I know what I know. So the struggle of like letting them understand that they are competent, but also you don't know everything, so let me help teach you. And then the backbiting with, you don't know what you're talking about. He said this, Dr. Big said this, or whatever. And it's this friction that didn't need to be there. People talk to you crazy because it's all in this pressure pot. You all are in this pressure pot, having to perform, having to do long hours, having to cover. You're going throughout the hospital. You're following other attendees. You don't want to screw up. It's insane for 3 years of your life. Not kidding. I had a husband and a family and things like that I don't even know how they dealt with me going through residency, and the person that I had become with being tired and heartbroken and crying and just trying to figure out life as not only just a medical doctor, but as a woman now that had lost 2 babies and COVID that was still taking lives, and you didn't know how to help. You felt so helpless, like you couldn't find that solution, and vaccines going around and people still getting sick from those, and the halted travel. So when were you able to see your family? You didn't want to pass on COVID because you saw around so many that you didn't want to give it to your family, so you stood away. It was something. And then at the end of it all, I started groups, I threw parties, I did all of the things to be a bright light, for only to be translated into so many different other things that I really felt like the beauty of Dee Dee just could never be seen. It was always through a microscope or a magnifying glass of scrutiny, but based on negativity. And I'm such a positive person, so it was like this slow death inside. So at the end of it all, to get noticed for good things was a pleasure. Graduation, a pleasure. But it took me a good 10 months to recover, to get resurrected back to the person that you are seeing me on here to be. So residency sucked. And there's so much more I want to tell you about it, because I went through nursing residency, which was quite different, but they still have, certain things, and the comparison to medical school residency, just in case you're thinking about going into healthcare and what that all takes. But one thing I want you to remember: every single situation and every opportunity that I got, and the specific leadership who said yes to me, and the ones that high-fived me, the ones that scrutinized me, the ones that didn't like me in my class, or the ones that praised me, the ones that stood by me real close, and the ones that distanced themselves away from me, all of the people that maybe accept me and then toss me aside, or the teachings, or the questions, or the jabs, or the soft tones, all of it, the playful acts, the parties, the celebrations, all of those things I needed to be right here before you. So don't get so discouraged about this short-term pain that gives you lifetime results. I wouldn't have changed anything about any of it. I believe all of it was for my betterment. Good, bad, or ugly, it doesn't matter. I know that I am a fantastic nurse, doctor, leader, the elite MD, all because I decided to stay in the pot. So you too, stay in the pressure cooker. Get all you can out of it. Make it real savory. So when you come out, you're winning, but you're winning with a punch, right? You're winning with a punch. You are meaningful. You are important. People are the prize. Remember these things. And everything is not going to be hunky-dory. Residency wasn't like that for me. Maybe some people will have a different experience. But was it for the best of me? Was it perfect for me? Absolutely. And I'm so grateful for the people who were there with me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. It's Dr. DDB, your elite MD. Winners win. We winning.